know. Is this a new angle unlocked? Maybe. I think so. But yeah, I'm sitting on the ground. And welcome to the October TBR. Forgot what month this is for a hot second there. In which there are 12 books, because I was smart and read ahead for the podcast. Since I know it's a double month again, where we read or we do 2 episodes a week, right? And whatnot. So I'm gonna do this kind of fast because I don't want this to be too long, and whatnot. But we'll see. So the 4 podcast books that I have left, one of them technically being for a November episode, but like it's the 3rd of the month, so like I prefer to like read ahead of schedule and you know. The first one is They by K. Dick. I believe that's who the author is. I know basically nothing. I know it's short, and it's weird, and it's horror, and it's gay. And that I have the audiobook that's like under 3 hours. So, you know, good times. Stingray's already read it and said that it was interesting, so you know, that's great. There's the short story collection For Multiple People. It Came From the Closet, which is a collection about queer horror and horror in queer experiences and all that kind of stuff, influences and things like that. I will be surprised if there is not one about Chucky, the Chucky series, honestly. And then another short story collection, but I think it's all like by the same author, is Life Ceremony. Literally didn't know this was a short story collection until a week ago, because the Instagram reels that I was watching about it, all of them were just talking about one story in it, which apparently has to do with furniture made out of human parts. And like there's 2 covers, and like the cover I have is like the cutesy, like the version I have from Hoopla is like a cutesy version, but like there's one with like a candy with an eyeball in it. It's interesting. And they sudden smite, the one for technically November, but like very early November, so I want to get it done ahead of schedule, probably, is the next Katie Robert out of my Katie Robert Sarah? What era? What am I talking about? Even though I'm reading Katie Robert on my own. Sorry, I got distracted by something for a hot second. So yeah, I've been like reading Katie Robert on my own, but like Katie Robert era, gotta continue. Okay, it kind of sounds like my computer fan in the background, in the reflection of my computer in my glasses. I just realized that. I am a dum-dum and I forgot a book that is also technically for the podcast, but it's like the buddy reads that Stingray and I planned before we made the podcast, right? So technically it will be a November episode, but it is a book we're supposed to read in October. And because spooky month, it is a gay horror, because we're us, that I just realized came out the day before my birthday last year. Anyways, it's Not Good for Maidens by Tori Bovolino. I can't pronounce names. I just saw the phrase goblin market, and I remembered that goblins are a thing in this, and that's all I remember from the synopsis. Listen, it was a thing that was on both of our TBRs, and it was horror, and that's why I made it for Everybody Reads the end. So yeah, there's that, and whatnot. Now for vlogs, we have 2 vlogs, of course, that are planned. There's the finishing series, which is the Rhapsodic series by Laura Thalassa, one of my favorite authors. I mean, you can, 4 Horsemen's right here. One of my favorite erotica series ever. There may be a podcast series about it next month, or next year, not next month, next year. But Rhapsodic, the first one, I liked. The second one, not as much. I think I've read them in separate vlogs. There is technically only 1 full-length book, but there is like a novella between the second and third book. So I'm gonna read both of those. The novella being Emperor of Evening Stars. I don't know. And then the full-length novel being dark comedy, which the title that one fits more the vibe of the rest of the series. With the novella title. But yeah, there's that. I know basically nothing about where the series is going. I'm suspicious, okay? Like, the first one I really liked, but I think I really liked it because it was more focused on the main character's relationship. Once it moved into conspiracy about the whole entire magic world and a bunch of weird things happening, and you know, just assault essay being a plot device throughout it in book 2, I'm on the fence. And then the other vlog is me rereading some favorites. I did not grab the physical book of Pride and Prejudice. I mean, nothing really fell. My copy of just Pride and Prejudice is downstairs, so instead you're gonna see my copy of all of them. But one of them is Pride and Prejudice. Finally gonna reread it. I have watched the movie, the Keira Knightley one, Joe Wright, you know, that one, 6 times this year. Since February. Like, I literally bought it off of Amazon the day before or after Valentine's Day. I don't remember which. It's fine. It's one of my favorites of all time. Like, and for some reason sitting at 4 stars. But yeah, I'm gonna read another Jane Austen. Very exciting. The other ones are My Heart and Other Black Holes, which is another book I really enjoyed. I think is also sitting at 4 stars. I think all 3 of these are sitting at 4 stars, even though I labeled them as favorites. One I really like. It may be a future podcast episode because I did get Stingray to read it. So, like, might as well, while we're at it, just record a quick episode, right? That I can just plug in whenever. But yeah, so there's that. And then I was gonna say for a lighthearted read, but Pride and Prejudice, I guess, the lighthearted read, because that one I know has self-unaliving as a main aspect in it, so you know, that's great. And then the other one is the first Alice Hoffman I ever read, Faithful, which I really liked. I love the cover of it, like, it's gorgeous. Which also has themes of that and like drug abuse and mental health and assault and, you know, just life stuff. I'm normal. But yeah, I'm gonna be rereading all 3 of those for a separate vlog. Book clubs, of course I will leave the 2 book clubs below. For Chloe's, it will be her YouTube channel. For Arlene's, it will be the Goodreads book club like page, right? So for Chloe's, we are reading The Last House on Needless Street. I've heard great things about this book, so I put it on my TBR, and then she was like, okay, we're reading it for October, and I went, okay. Because, like, let's be real, it takes me forever to pick up a book, no matter how much it intrigues me. I think there's stuff about family, going back to a house after X amount of years, that there's like some things have happened there and stuff to do with the past and grief and whatnot, which it's behind there, I'm not getting it out, but the only Riley Sager I enjoyed, Home Before Dark, is similar. But hear me out, I'm pretty sure this one is gonna have actual commentary and conversations that I'm gonna enjoy reading. Weird me tangent. This is gonna be fun to edit. The Aline Book Club book is Secret History by Donna Tartt. I think that's the owner's name, right? Not the one I voted for, but that's fine. Because it's been on my TBR for forever. And it does give me dark academia fall vibe, so like, it's fine. I'm down. You know, seems like a good time. It's gonna probably take a lot out of me, right? But, you know, that's fine. Maybe I can find the audiobook. You know, I am in my audiobook era, right? Like, let's go. This is definitely much shorter than I expected it to be. I know nothing about it. Let's be real. I'm me. And the last one is for the Buzzwordathon, which word or theme is magic. So I decided Magic Lies and Deadly Pies because, and hear me out, one of my biggest surprises last year was a mystery thriller. I mean, it's more a thriller than a mystery, but like also comedy at the same time. Like, was it very satirical and whatnot? Yes, but it was like very funny. And it was like a big surprise. I really liked it. Still contemplating whether or not I could do the series, all this fun stuff. So like, in theory, I should enjoy mystery or thrillers with comedy. I did read one this month out of the blue. And it was fine. I liked it. It was okay. I liked the writing style. It just, there were a lot of characters and so like a cozy comedy mystery seems like it could work for me. It seems like something I'd enjoy. So, being as the whole entire reason why I got introduced to these types of books was Kayla from Books and Lala, and Buzzword-a-thon is her thing. Oh my god, what happened to my voice for a hot second there? It seems like fitting time, like the first time I read one, when I actually try one, is for that. So yeah. Also, I assume food's gonna be an important aspect, and I like that, okay? I like pie. I don't think I could make pie. Listen, pie crust scares me. I don't think I could do it. My grandmother keeps on telling me it's easy, but like, it scares me, okay? But I do love pie. I mean, I had a lemon meringue pie this past weekend, so like, I like pie. So if anything else, I'll have a fun time with that aspect. And yeah, that's the 12th book. That's it. This is short. We love that for me. Do I know what the next video going up is? No? Yeah. Yes, it's the wrap-up. But before the wrap-up, podcast is gonna be every Tuesday, Friday for the month of October. And the first one for October is the film Talk to Me. It's a pretty funny episode. We already recorded it. And yeah, that if you want to hear about that movie, that's like really good and really surprised us, check it out when that comes out in a few days, I guess, after this comes out. And until the next video.